We need to talk about Kentucky guys because they played pretty well today, beating a Texas A&M team that came in 5-0 in the SEC. Kentucky won 76-67, and I'm back in on them. And this is the reason why. Their best lineup is with Casey Wallace at the point, CJ Frederick and Antonio Reeves out there, with Jacob Toppin at the 4 and Sheway at the 5. And all 5 of those guys played more than 28 minutes tonight. Chris Livingston started. Lance Ware played about 15 minutes when Sheway was in a little bit of foul trouble. But Severe Wheeler, he only played 8 minutes, and no one else really cracked that rotation. So, RC, I am back in on this Kentucky team. I said it when they beat Tennessee. If John Calipari embraces this lineup with the 2 shooters on the floor, then Kentucky's going to be able to hit their ceiling, and it looks like he's doing it.
Well, if they put Wallace at the point and they got Reeves and Frederick out there with Toppin at the 4 and Sheway, then that 5 can play with anybody. That 5, but that wasn't the way they started. As you know, starting the year, Severe Wheeler was playing heavy minutes, and then the court just shrunk. Everybody's in the paint. You know, it was almost like Frederick and Reeves was subbing in for each other. They weren't playing much together in a sense. Those the guys now, all the shooters are on the floor. They're spacing the floor. They shot 32 threes tonight. They shot a hell of a lot of threes. And if they play that way, it opens up the lane for Oscar Sheway. Didn't score a lot tonight, but still had a presence in the game. They're improved. Something's changed. We'll see what happens. If they can sustain this type of play, we'll see how it goes. But I'm with you. I got no argument about that. They're playing better. They look better. The pieces look better than they have in the past. I don't want to say it's Severe Wheeler's fault, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't fit as well when he's out there with Oscar.
He's a great player, but he's a guy that, Tyler, he's a guy that kind of needs to fit in the system and in a roster that works for him. He's not the guy that you want to build the roster around. And if it works better with these other guys, sometimes you kind of have to, bite the bullet and accept the fact that you're going to end up being a 6 man on this team. And I think that's what Severe is at this moment.
I don't even know if he's 6 man.
Whoa! I'm trying to be nice, Randall.
I'm not saying that to be to crush him, because Reeves doesn't start. He's coming off. So one of those shooters is coming off the bench. I'm just saying that his role is lessened. That's all I mean. I like him. Because at the beginning of the year, he was the 2nd best player. And that's when I said at the beginning of the year, Kentucky fans would get upset because him and Oscar Sheway were 2 guys that needed the ball to score at the paint. It didn't fit.
Are you saying Kentucky fans got upset? I've never seen that happen before. No, they don't.
Just a little bit. They just a little bit. A little bit.
Go ahead, Tyler. We've cut you off twice now.
Well, I'm out on Kentucky. I don't think they had the shooters to really advance or have the season that they want. I think Sheway is great, but I don't think they have the pieces that really open up the court and allow him to do what he does to the best of his ability. I think teams are going to continue to sag. They're going to continue to dare the guys to shoot the 3 ball. And, you've seen Calipari try to mix up the style and see what can work. Now he's starting to bench Wheeler, which I think Wheeler's a good player. And I agree with Childers. I don't think that, his style with Sheway, they kind of clash. They're ball dominant. They have to get inside. That plays to the defense that they're seeing every night. But to me, I don't think this is sustainable for Kentucky.
We're dropping our merch. We got to start calling Underwood Daddy Brad. But I'm a big pod guy.